Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Lexington Catholic for high school football. The Knights take on Great Crossing here tonight. Great Crossing, they played a tough schedule, Coach. Woodford County last week and Scott County early in the year. And Lexington Catholic is coming off a big win over Boyle County.
That was a really big win. I noticed all the excitement. Are they going to be able to get up for this game against a 6A team?
That's right. Great Crossing comes in. Head coach Ricky Boland. And we're looking at their lineup. They got a pretty big offensive line, especially Hudson Rogers, left tackle, 6'5", 295, sophomore.
Yeah, I looked at him warming up down there, and I told you that when he gets down in a three-point stance, he's a foot above everybody else.
Lexington Catholic rode their defense last week against Boyle. Defense really shut down Boyle County, and they had the fumble recovery by Hosinski. Jack White was lights out. Jack White was named Big Things Kentucky Player of the Week, so good for him.
Yeah, no kidding. Really good for him. Those guys really shocked me about their size. We had a couple of them come up here to the press box to talk after the game. And Gary, those are good-looking young men.
Yeah, really good football players. The lineup for Great Crossing, Carter Jones is the center, 5'11", 260 sophomore. A.J. Wells, the right guard, 240 senior. Right tackle, Ethan Gann, 6'1", 265, and a junior. Left guard, Titus Smith, 6'1", 265, and a senior. Hudson Rogers, the big guy we were talking about. In the backfield, they have Grant Rock, 5'9", sophomore quarterback, Luke Ballard, and we'll be calling Ballard's name a lot tonight, Coach.
Yeah, he's a stud running back. You mentioned someone from Woodford County talked to you about how he carried the ball an awful lot in that game.
5'11", 210, and a senior. The wideouts are Seth Moody and Hunter Moody, Christian Warren, and Trey Campbell. That's the offense for Great Crossing. The captains are at the middle of the field. They're coming out to with the coin toss, Lexington Catholic. They will start a little bit different lineup today in the offensive line, especially, Coach. Hayden Faulkner, 236 sophomore, will be the center. Right guard will be Preston Rogers. He's 5'11", 180, and a junior. He'll start in the place of Schlarman. Jacob Dudek will be the right tackle, 6'1", 220 senior. That's a difference. Matt Schlarman, he's a freshman. He will start at left guard. And Evan Osteen, the big guy, 6'5", 220 sophomore, will play left tackle. In the backfield, we got Brady Wasick, Jack Wedding, and Eli Gann, the running backs. And the receivers, Jonathan Harper starting for Ledridge. And we got Duncan Gons and Ashton Flugner. That's the offense for Lexington Catholic. We're watching the coin toss out there. And the captains, Wasick is out there. And we see big Hosinski, number 4 with their back to us. And you got 37 out there too, Coach. And that is Cooper Yezo, one of the captains. Got to remember, too, that when we see number 3, that's Scannon Rudisil, Coach. Rudisil.
Rudisil, right.
Called his name a lot last week. He played, and there's a toss.
Yeah. There you go. Great Crossing won the toss and receiving.
They're going to receive the ball, so it'll be the Great Crossing offense. Catholic defense will be Jacob Dudek, a nose tackle, Jack White and Mark Kozinski, the defensive ends. Outside linebackers are going to be Ashton Flugner for Blinn Sharman, who's out tonight with an injury. Jack Wedding, Brady Wasick, and Baird Woodall will be in there as well. Isaiah Mashney, Eli Gann, Justin Roof, Eric Smith are also in there for the defense for Lexington Catholic. And their defense will be tested right off the bat as Great Crossing decided to take the football.
They did. And if Lexington Catholic, if the Knights do what they did last week, they've got a kicker to kick the ball in the end zone. Yeah, so I'm thinking they're going to end up starting on the 20. So.
Well, and they got an outstanding kicker, as you said, James Barnett, number 20. He really boots the ball, doesn't he, Coach? Barnett does the kicking, and then you got number 2 does the punting and such, J.J. White. And I tell you what, it's a good combination there with Barnett and White.
It is. And by the way, you mentioned players on the Catholic team that are starting that weren't starting before. It doesn't matter. They have had plenty of activity. They've had a lot of chance being in the game.
Yeah, a lot
of reps.
Every
name that you mentioned,
yeah.
I remember.
That's right. And there's 3 different starters on the offensive line for Lexington Catholic. And, Greg Crossing, the Warhawks, coached by Rick Bowling. They're a team that made it to the Final Four in 6A last year, Coach. Greg Crossing.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's that school's not been around a very long time.
6 years, I think, or 7?
2019, I believe.
Yeah, 6 years. They won a state championship in basketball. Malachi Marino.
Oh, boy.
And, those guys were a strong team. And Greg Crossing won the state championship. This year, you got kind of the tables turned. Sky County's a really strong team in football. They're ranked number 1 in the state in 5A.
Yeah, Sky County jumped down to 5A a little while back, and it's really helped them, I think. They don't have to compete with Trinity and X and all those guys.
So it'll be Lexington Catholic kicking off to Greg Crossing, the Warhawks, and the Knights. Welcome to 365 BOK, WKYT, as we broadcast tonight on television, Coach.
Yeah, I know. That's really neat. I'm glad to see that little coordination between Prepspin and WKYT, and it looks like it's going to work out pretty well.
It is, and we're just about second. There's David Clark. What a job. He's done a pretty early season job with the win over Boyle County.
Woo! That was a great motivation. That defense, I'm telling you, at the time, now I don't know if I'll change my mind, but I said that's the best defense I've seen in years.
Oh, yeah.
By anybody.
So Catholic plays good defense. Greg Crossing's got a great running back, and Luke Ballard, and they'll use him tonight. He's got over 500 yards, Coach, 77 carries. That's over 7 yards per carry.
That's pretty darn good, and that's a lot of carries for just 3 games.
He averages running 25 averages per run per ball game. He'll run it 25, 30 times a night. The deep men are Trey Campbell, Joel Johnson are back deep. Johnson to the near side. Campbell is over to the far side, awaiting this Barnett kick from Lexington Catholic. Barnett just about set to get us underway. Thanks for joining us on WKYT 365 BOK.
Welcome, WKYT people. We're looking forward to broadcasting this for you.
It's the Warhawks and the Knights. The Knights kicking off in their black uniforms with blue numerals. Greg Crossing in the white with the green trim. Here's the kick. Back deep, as we said. There is going to be a touchback as Joel Johnson looked at it, the back of the end zone. Coach, that's something we saw a lot last week.
Yeah, I think he can. In this good weather, he'll kick the ball in the end zone anytime he wants to.
Right, and he did that time. And
he's a good field goal kicker too. On it,
Yeah, they bring it out 20-yard line. That's where Greg Crossing will start. 1st and 10. Lexington Catholic Knights, Greg Crossing Warhawks. Got the Hawks on the front of the jerseys. Here comes Grant Rock, the sophomore quarterback, with Luke Ballard, the senior, to his right. Wideouts both sides. First down at the 20-yard line. Rock back to pass. Those at left side, it's caught, and it's hauled in by Campbell, and he's knocked down right there. Let's see where they mark him at the 37-yard line, a pickup of 17 yards, Coach.
Yeah, I don't think anybody – I think that surprised Lexington Catholic. They thought they were going to probably give it to the big man, try to start, getting him set off. But that's good.
Trey Campbell with a nice catch, Coach. Picked up 16 yards. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. They send wideouts to the far side. Joel Johnson splits way out to the right and twins to the left. Here's a good to Ballard, hitting the backfield, and he's going down. That's going to be a loss of about 2-3 yards. That'd be a tackle for a loss. Watson got in there and helped out for the Catholic Knights. Twins to the left. Here's a good to Ballard, hitting the backfield, and he's going down.
That's that penetration they did against Boyle County. They get 2 yards deep in the backfield. They're blitzing those linebackers. They're like a 3-man front on the line. They have 3 linebackers back there. A strong safety that rotates to the strong side of the field, and they penetrate.
He lost 3 yards, Coach. 2nd down, 13. Ballard in the backfield with Grant Rock, the quarterback, now shifts to the right. Twins to both sides for Rock. He fakes now, rolling right, sets up, and it's deflected. Deflected by the man rushing. We'll take a look at that, see who it was. His game was in coverage. Let's see who it was. Got in there on the play as we see that play again. Here it is. He fakes now, rolling right, and it was
up, and it's deflected.
Couldn't see who was knocked the pass down.
Deflected by the man rushing.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he wouldn't have knocked that pass down, it would have been intercepted.
It might have been Jack White.
Yeah.
He fakes now, rolling right, sets
up, and it's
deflected. Deflected by the man rushing. We'll take a look at that. 13 at the 33-yard
line.
was in coverage thanks to Robert's Insurance. Bob and Joe rolling to the right. Rock sets and throws. It's caught, and he's going to dive up to the 46 for a first down, and that's Joel Johnson with the catch. And he broke the tackle there to dive forward to the chain.
Yeah, one way to beat that blitzing and that shooting the gaps is to roll the pass out. And I want you to, he does a nice roll outside.
Rock sets and throws. It's
nice
caught,
throw and a little curl
he's going to dive up.
And big man, number 8 did the blocking for him.
Isaiah Mastny was back on defense, and he got the tackle, but not before the young man, Joel Johnson, got the first down. Ballard has rushed it one time, -3 yards, Coach. At the 46, Rock fakes to Ballard, rolls right and hit at the line of scrimmage and knocked backwards. Dudek got him, along with a couple other guys. Flugner was in there. He's spelling Ben Schlarman tonight, who's out. Ashton Flugner's playing outside linebacker and tight end, Coach.
He's a darn good one, too. The quarterback slipped a little bit when he hit the corner. Grant Rock lost his footing, and that slowed him down a step.
Yeah, he got to the 46. There's the sideline for the Warhawks out of Grade Crossing. Now they're going to be second down and 10. Going in motion will be Ballard. Back to throw. Caught, and he's going to be immediately dropped at the 50-yard line. That was Hunter Moody with the catch.
Another nice throw by the quarterback. And you say he's a sophomore.
Yeah, he's 3 for 4 in the ballgame, Coach. The only one he didn't complete was knocked down. Ballard.
Nice arm.
Back to throw. Caught, and he's going to be immediately dropped at the
pass right on the money.
And making the play was Mundy.
Yeah, we're going to hear his name a lot, too.
Jack Wedding. Excuse me, Jack Wedding.
Wedding makes a lot of tackles out
Wedding
there.
was in on that. Jack Wedding to the 49, 3rd and 6 for Grey Cross. At 8:45 to go in the first quarter. This is the opening drive of the football game. Gary Ball, Mike Meehan, the King of Stream, William Warfield. Back to pass, and it's going to be incomplete. He had his man down at the 40-yard line, and Seth Moody couldn't come up with a catch. And it's going to force a punt here behind Grey Crossing.
Yeah, I think the defender got his hand in there and knocked the ball away. That was a rocket he threw. Man, that was a really good pass. Threw it right by linebacker, blitzed. He threw it right by his ear. All right, let's see. Good field position for the Knights probably.
Mason Tapple back to punt. 35-yard line. Eli Gann is back deep to receive. Here's the punt. And it comes down to the 20. Rolls inside to the 16-yard line. That's about a 34-yard punt for Grey Crossing, Coach.
Yeah, that's had a nice little roll on it. I think Catholic, the coaching staff, are getting on, let's see, I think it was 27 for getting too close to the punt. Stay away from it. Let it roll. Kaluta. Yeah, you can't touch that punt. That makes it dead ball right there. It could be a problem.
Mark Ozinski is in the backfield with Wasick. And to the right of him is White. Wasick following his blockers to the left side, trying to get outside of 30, 35. He's run out of bounds at the 40. Good run by Brady Wasick to the 40-yard line. Pick up White. Let's see, about 24 yards. His blocker to the left side, nice trying to get outside of 30, 35. He's run out of bounds. Making the play was Jake Kearney. The defense will be Hayden Pruitt, Michael Branham, William Branham at the tackle, Duncan Sweet defensive end, Evan Veach, Wyatt Hiley, got to watch him. He makes a lot of plays, all-state linebacker. Jay Kearney, and we'll complete the secondary after this first down play. Brady Wasick Fires it out the left side. Gauntz. He hauls it in up to the 48-yard line where he's tackled by Evan Veach.
That was a good play, actually. Good, just I guess just a standing screen out there. It's a pretty good job.
Pickup of 8. 2nd down and 2 for Wasik. Jack Wedding in the backfield along with Gann. Gauntz out to the left. And out to the near side is, let's see, that's going to be number 10. Here's a handoff to Gann to midfield, and he gets it down to territory and a first down to the 47 of Great Crossing where Wyatt, Hiley, and others help make the stop.
Yeah, Kearney was in on that too. He's been in quite a few plays.
Jay Kearney,
yes,
5'9", 195 senior, 27. Makes some plays for Great Crossing. 7:12 to go, first quarter. No score. This is the opening drive for Catholic at the 47. High snap to Wasik. Brings it down. Tries to run it, and he's good play. Getting in there, make the play is number 30, Coach. That's one of the backup players, and he was not given to us by the coach, but that's going to be Braylon Williams.
Yeah, Williams, defensive back and sophomore. You notice the Catholic really depends on timing plays. Yeah, I think that's really part of Coach Clark's, concepts. And when you have a bad snap, a little bit high or whatever, that throws the timing way off in that offense.
6:28 to go. First quarter, Sutherland Chevrolet. Whitaker Bank. Quick pass over the left side. He's got his man down to 35 and ran out of bounds. Good catch by Jonathan Harper.
Nice catch by Harper. Nice throw, too. Ashton Hackney made the tackle.
He's in for Harrison Ledridge, who's out tonight. Ledridge had a good game last week against Boyle. Harper makes a nice catch and run for Lexington Catholic.
Absolutely. Boy, I tell you what, Great Crossing, they're playing no safety. They're playing zero coverage on some of those plays. Let's see if they drop anybody back now.
Jack White comes in with Ozinski. They got the big boys in the backfield, Coach. You talked about how big they are.
They are.
Ozinski and White come to the right side. And Wasik down to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he scrambles down inside the 5. Who pulled him out down there? And pulling him out of bounds was Kearney, I believe.
Yeah, 22 again, I think.
Yeah, Ozinski and White. Tyler Mullinex come to the right side. Wasik down to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he scrambles down inside the 5. Who pulled him down? First and goal. High snap to Wasik, gets a snap.
Oh, nice job.
And there's a face mask, I believe. Hiley got him, the linebacker, and I think that's what Wasik's calling for. He's holding his mask, but no call.
Well, we'll take a look at that again and see. That official was right over there.
5:26 to go, first quarter here at Joseph K. Ford Stadium. The game of the week, Mingua beef jerky. UK Sports Medicine, game of the week.
Well, we have got a good football team here on offense. When they get down close, they're pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
The quarterback can run the ball.
I'm not liking these snaps, though, for Catholic.
Oh, no.
They had 2 or 3 of them been high, and Wasik got to go up and pull them down.
Yeah, that could be a problem later in the game if that keeps up.
Wedding is in the backfield with Wasik. Pass over the middle and touchdown.
No safety coverage
as it goes to Jack White. Touchdown. There's a flag down.
Yeah, it might be celebration.
White got the touchdown catch of 7 from Wasik. Let's see what they call here, Coach.
Yeah, I know the back judge threw the ball. Watch, there's no safety in here at all. They're playing man-to-man there. And
Wasik just lofts it over to Jack White. Yeah, that's celebration.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So they get the touchdown to Jack White. Touchdown pass from Wasik. That's his 2nd of the season, Coach.
Yeah, a nice little pass, but again, I'm blaming it on the coverage. So that was like a dump, and there was nobody there in the middle. So that was well-called play, actually, by the coaching staff.
So here comes the kick from J.J. White, boy, he's been outstanding this year. It'll be a 35-yard extra point, Coach, like NFL.
There'll be a little discussion along the sideline.
Tyler Lasardi is a long snapper. Lasardi, and he's a grandson of Dee Campbell, one of the tennis players with my wife, Coach. He's a really good tennis player, Dee Campbell. It's no good as the kick is low, and it's 6-0 Catholic, 4:48 to go in the first quarter on the Mingua Beef Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. James Barnett kicked off for the second time, and all that Joel Johnson could do is just watch it go in the end zone, Coach. Much like we saw last week, everything was in the end zone, a touchback when Barnett kicked off for Catholic.
Real quick, Gary, the referee is James Powell. The head linesman is Matthew Satterwhite. The line judge is Robert Dickinson. The umpire, Andy Cecil. And the back judge is Kyle Gilbert tonight.
So in the backfield, Luke Ballard, he's trying to get going. He didn't have any yardage on the first series. Quarterback, though, Grant Rock, he looked pretty good, Coach.
He looked really good throwing the football.
Rock gets a snap, gives it to Ballard. He's hit immediately and dropped there by Jack White.
Yeah, now, we take a look at that again. You'll see the way White played that. See, he gets those gaps, and he controls this stuff.
And he has a 7-yard touchdown pass to boot.
Yeah, and a penalty.
Yeah. I didn't know we had to mention that, Coach, but
well,
I guess we do.
I'm sure their coaches had a little discussion with him.
Yeah, Jack White, he's a player. Hosinski, the other defensive end, he had a touchdown last week on a fumble recovery for Catholic against Boyle in their 17-7 win, Coach, over Boyle County. Pitch to Ballard, 25, and he's running out of bounds at the 28-yard line. That's the best run from scrimmage as Flugner knocks him out. Best run from scrimmage for Ballard. He picks up 8 yards.
Yeah, 8 yards on a sweep. He had a couple blockers in front of him, and 8-yard gain on second down. That's not bad now. So,
Luke Ballard, a 6-foot, 210-pound senior. Coach, he was, I think, a 2,000-yard rusher last year for Gray Crossing. He's got over 500 yards coming to this game.
It's pretty amazing. Looks like a defense for Catholic. They've loosened up just a little bit looking for the pass. We'll see how that works out for them.
Actually, they gave Ballard 7. It'll be 3rd down and 3 at the 27-yard line. Ballard's to the left and jumping, and it's going to be offside and a first down for Gray Crossing. Hosinski got a little bit too anxious.
Yeah, he did. They were kind of trying to guess where the count was because they're getting in the backfield so quick. They're concerned about that big running back. They are concerned.
Yeah, there's Mr. Powell. He's a good official. Got the white cap on tonight.
He's a good one.
32-yard line, first down.
I like this defense, Nuremberg drawn defense, I like the setup.
Warren goes out to the far side, twins to the left side, back to pass, fires it, and it's caught. And Moody gets up to the 37 and still pulling his way. Hunter Moody, senior, where he stopped out there, and coming up to get him was Jack Weddy, the middle linebacker.
I love this quarterback. He has a quick release. He throws a rocket. And these receivers, boy, their hands are going to be bruised after the game.
Well, Darren Douglas did not tell me how good this quarterback was. He said his quarterback is pretty good, he said.
Our friend Double D from Woodford County.
Woodford, he's doing the Woodford County game tonight. 6-0. Catholic on top. Touchdown pass from Wasick to Jack White. Here's a flag down. As the center's looking back, Jones looks back at the quarterback saying, what's going on? Because he didn't snap the ball.
Right, yeah. The procedure was on, the illegal procedure motion was on 10 people. And the center was the one that didn't move. Oh, boy. High school football, buddy.
Twins to the near. Trey Campbell comes out there with Moody. Back to pass. Rock throws it over the middle. It's caught. Down to the 40, to the 35. Moody to the 20. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. He gets in. Hunter Moody from Rock.
Okay.
Touchdown. 6-6.
This is really, really a good play. Lexington Catholic tried to surprise him with a corner blitz. When they caught, you can't see it now, but when they ran a corner blitz, that guy ran right back by that safety who was trying to rotate over. Only one could catch it was number 50.
Right.
And he couldn't do it.
He almost caught him. Here's Mason Tappelin to give Greg Crossing the lead with the extra point. It's 6-6. Tappel with the extra point. He's perfect this season, Coach. His kick is up, and it's going to be good. He's still perfect. 9 for 9. It's Warhawks 7, Knights 6. 2:54 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back on the Mingua Beach Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Tappel set to kick off, and back deep, Duncan Gauntz for Catholic. Here's a kick, and Gauntz rides it over to the 5-yard line, goes in the end zone, be a touchback, and Catholic finds himself trailing for the first time, 7-6, Coach Mia.
Yeah, first time trailing, and I'll tell you what, that was a tremendous play. The quarterback, I'm so impressed with Rock. His throws are right on the money. He throws a dart.
I was going to say that. He almost took the word right out of my mouth. A 68-yard dart, 68 yards it went.
Yeah, good catch and good run.
Moody with the touchdown run. 1st and 10 for the Knights. Down by 1 point, 2:54 to go here in the first quarter at Lexington Catholic. There's Brady Wasick in the backfield with Jack Wedding. Motion now. They give around the left side. No. Running with it is going to be stopped. Eli Gann, and he stopped, and a good play turned in there, and the play was made by Evan Beach.
Yeah, and Jacob Sharp, the defensive back, did a really good job of taking away the block too. So you got some good athletes.
2nd down, about 11. Lost about a yard. Sutherland Chevrolet down in Nicholasville.
Zero coverage again, Gary. Nobody in the middle of the field.
2nd down, Wasick wants to throw it. Throws it over the left side. Caught up to the 27, 28-yard line as the catch is made by Gauntz. On the stop was Jay Kearney again.
Kearney's making a lot of plays. Okay, I'm going to make a prediction here. Sooner or later, Catholic's going to take advantage of that defense on 1st and 2nd down and throw the middle of the field the quarterback, Wasick, what he has to do, Gary, and I'm sure he's going to learn to do it, he's got to look it off.
Yeah.
He's got to his eyes, his face mask has got to look to the outside and then come back quick to the inside.
Running inside, Wasick to the 40, first down as he's knocked down by the linebacker Wyatt Hiley. Here is Brady Wasick with the quarterback keeper.
Nice job, little fake.
Eric Smith was with him in the backfield. He faked it to Eric Smith, took off up the middle. There was a lot of running room, Coach.
Yeah, he broke that line of scrimmage, got past that second level.
Got about 16 yards on that play. Wasick, first down and 10.
All right, now they're playing the safety. Excuse me, Gary.
First and 10. Motion by Smith. Gives it back inside. Ball carrier goes and running. He's going to be knocked down by Michael Branham.
And a couple other athletes coming in there too, but I'll tell you, Branham's the big stopper.
64 made a nice play. Woodall was the ball carrier.
I think Whitcomb was in there too.
Up to the 45, second down and 8 for the Knights. 41 seconds to go in this fast-moving first quarter, Coach. 7-6, Warhawks on top, Lexington Catholic. Brady Wasick back in the pocket. Those are deep down to Flugner.
Nope.
Flugner, and it's going to be incomplete down the 25-yard line. Back in coverage was Jacob Sharp, the sophomore in coverage. Stops the clock, 24 seconds. He just stew it up, Coach, and hope Flugner go make a play.
No, they looked at the defense, and it wasn't the defense they expected, Gary. They've been running that where that guy plays tight and there's no safety to roll over there. And they come out in a cover 3 that time, and they had that covered right down the sideline.
So it's third down and 8 for Wasick and company. Takes a snap. Wasick looks
in the middle.
Throws it over the left side. Caught to the 40. And Gantz down to the 38-yard line. Good job by Gantz to take it, and Desmond Primus was there on coverage.
That was a nice job. Look how he fights for extra yardage. I love it. Cover the ball. There you go. Cover it up.
Primus making a stop. Backup cornerback. I tell you what, Catholic moving the ball down to 2 seconds. That's going to do it for the first quarter. First quarter comes to close. Catholic down to this Great Crossing team 7-6. We'll be back on the Mingua Beef Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Seven to 6, we're back, and Catholic's Wasick rolls right. Those are deep downfield. Receiver going under it, and it's incomplete trying to go to Gantz. Back in coverage was Trey Campbell. He was back there running step for step with Gantz, and that's a good job by the defensive safety, Trey Campbell, a senior for Great Crossing. It's going to be second down. That's the deal where they just went for it because they had the long pass play to take it to the 37, 38. Then they just went for it on that first down.
Yeah, it was okay. I just think Campbell's got a lot more speed than they anticipated. He keeps up with those receivers.
Ethan Bradford's in there, 6'2 junior. Putting that with Flugner. To the left is young man Harper, who made a nice catch on the drive in the first half. And Wasick gives it the first man through, running hard. That's going to be Jack Wedding. He takes it down to the 34-yard line, making the stop with Jack Kearney.
Yeah, now I like this. Gary, they've got to establish a running game here. They have to. They have to. The way they're playing with no safety back there, these linebackers are coming up tight. They threw the ball. They backed them off now. See? They backed the defense off.
Bradford, here's Wasik, rolling to the right, throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. Throws it over the head of his intended receiver, which was Jonathan Harper. Harper was open, and Wasik just overthrew him a little bit.
But he had some pressure on him. I'll give him that. He had some pressure on him as he was rolling out. And ball was close to being caught anyway.
Yeah.
Just a little bit high.
4th down and 6 at the 34-yard line. Catholic trying to regain the lead. They lost it for the first time, 7-6. Nice catch and run by Moody, coach. Receiver for Great Crossing.
Oh, it was. 64 yards, I believe.
68.
68.
He outran everybody.
He did.
Wasik back to pass. He's got time. Comes pressure. Wasik rolls to the left, and he's going to be run out of bounds at the 30. And the linebacker highly ran him out of bounds. And that's a good defensive play by Great Crossing.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Wyatt Hiley.
All-state linebacker.
Yeah, nice job. Watch how he carries him through, though. You know, people are kind of upset here, but he was bringing him down there. He didn't.
Yeah. So Great Crossing, good job, would take over to 35-yard line. And I tell you what, this quarterback, Grant Rock, is throwing some BBs tonight, Coach.
He really is amazing.
We'll
Super job.
Get the stat. We're getting stats tonight, Coach.
We should get him at halftime.
Yeah, we'll get some stats on him. Here comes Ballard and Rock. Rock the quarterback, Ballard the great running back to his right. Give to Ballard running left. He's up to the 40, 42, 43-yard line. Jack White and who else? It looked like Dudek.
Yep.
Got him there. It was Dudek. And Mastny helped out as well, but he picked up about, let's see how many yards to get on that, Coach, about 6, 7?
Yeah, it looks more like 7 for sure. They're going to give you a big serving of him. I'm telling you, Ballard.
Well, he runs it 25 times a game.
I know, man. It's like going to one of those restaurants where the guy keeps coming to your table and throwing the mashed potatoes on there. They're going to keep throwing the taters at him.
I'll eat all the mashed potatoes I can get, Coach. Grant Rock back to pass. Pressure, steps up, he tucks it in, slides up, and he's hit. And as he goes down, and there's a flag, a late flag, and that's going to be against Wasik. I think a late hit there. That's going to cost Catholic 15 yards.
I want to see that one again because that was a whole big mess going on right there. This is a really good replay, Gary. The quarterback does a nice job reading the hole.
Taking a slide. And Wasik was.
Oh, yeah, that's not a penalty.
Yeah.
No, the guy slid but stood up right away.
Yeah. So.
No, that was not a good call out there.
Takes it to the 37-yard line of Catholic. That was sort of an excuse me call by Wasik. He said excuse me and took his leg, tried to get over the top of the quarterback, and he just couldn't get out of the way.
Well, Rock slid and then stood up, you know.
Yeah.
But you know what? They're always concerned about the safety. That's the number one thing. So
yeah, safety's the predominant issue. Rock with Ballard to the left. Gives to Ballard. Up the hit, and what a play. And that's Hosinski. Mark Hosinski. What a player he is.
Oh, well, you should see he went right through big number 71.
Rogers.
Hudson Rogers.
6'5", 295.
I went right through him.
No gain, 2nd and 10. 9:33 to go. We got the UFOs coming up at halftime, Coach.
Yeah, I've got one good one at halftime. I'm looking forward to doing it.
Mike B and his UFOs. Out to the left will be Campbell. Also out there with him, Moody has a big 68-yard touchdown catch with Johnson, Joel Johnson to the right. Give to Ballard, hit, and he's going to be stopped and knocked down at the 43-yard line. And there was getting in there was Hosinski. what a play by Dudek and company. Let's see who gets him here. He's hit there.
Boom.
First guy, that was Wedding who came in there and got him. Then he was finished off. A loss of about 6 yards. It'll be 3rd and 16, Coach, at the 43-yard line. What a play. Coming in there was Jack Wedding.
Gary, somebody built a fire under the Knights, Heine's out there, because they are running all over the field. They're extremely aggressive in this time.
Trip set to the left. Got Campbell out there with Moody. Rock rolling away to the left. Sets and throws. It's going to be incomplete. Throws it over the head of his intended receiver, Trey Campbell.
Man, I'll tell you what, that was close to being a big-time sack, too.
Brings up 4th down, so Catholic with 8:19 to go here in the first half, down by 1 point, 7-6. They'll get the ball back, Coach.
We'll see how they handle that. I'm trying to find, Brady Wasick he's a darn good defensive player.
Yeah,
too.
we know that, Coach. Linebacker.
I was watching him. He's the one that had a shot at the quarterback, and the quarterback released it just in time.
Tackle to punt, fumbles it, gets the kickoff, and it's going to be taken at the 17-yard line by Eli Gann. Eli Gann, the sophomore, takes it in, and Catholic will go to work at the 17, 18-yard line, Coach. They have a lot of ground to cover here with 8:12 to go in the first half. They're trying to regain the lead after they missed the extra point.
Yeah, and if they do, they'll probably go for 2. So.
Yeah.
I just still think they've got to establish a running game a little bit more, Gary. If they can pull those linebackers up a little tighter, because a lot of times that's cover 0. There's no safety on the field.
Brady Wasick, quarterback, out of the gun. Quick toss around the left side, running up to the 25, to the 35, 40, cuts it back up to the 48-yard line. The stop, that was Eli Gann. The stop was made by Wyatt Hiley. He's saving the touchdown.
Oh, that was a hold on Catholic.
Okay, so bring it back.
Bring it way back.
Did you see what the hold was on, Coach?
Not there, no, but it was definitely a hold, they called it. They called it way back.
Good run by Gann, but it'd be negated and brought back.
Yeah, and it's a bad place to have a penalty, a 10-yard penalty, when you're backed up like that inside the 20. But having a run break loose like that has got to make the defense start honoring the run.
Yep. 1st and 10, put ball at the 11-yard line. It'll be it'll be about 15.
I wouldn't be surprised if Wasick handled this one himself.
Wasick waiting for the snap, takes a snap, throws it to Gantz, cuts up the 15 to the 20, ran out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and they call a flag there as a hit was made by Evan Veach, I believe.
Yeah, Veach kind of twisted him and threw him down. Looked like one of them wrestling moves.
That'll be a big 15-yard, and that'll be a first down. That'll take it up to about the 35-yard line.
They're just taking turn with the penalties.
Dead ball, personal foul. Takes it up to the 37-yard line. Here's that play again out to Gantz.
That was a little chintzy, though.
And that play was made by Mullinex. I'm not sure that Mullinex liked the call.
He kind of just pushed him down. But, again, referee Powell's going to try to get control of this game early.
Wasick with twins to both sides. Takes a snap, rolls left, and he's sacked back at the 31-yard line. That was a good play turned in back there. And making that play, Coach, making that was a Braylon Williams, linebacker, number 30.
They tried an RPO this side. The quarterback, Wasick, was bellying somebody on the left, but the running back went to the right.
Yeah.
So there was no fake.
Right. They lose about 4 yards. 2nd and 14. Wasick back to pass. Throws it over the right side. Got his man up to the 40, 43-yard line. A good catch and run turned in there, and that's number 24 who made the catch, and that's Eric Smith.
Yeah, that was a nice job. Really nice job. Nice throw. A little bit high behind him. Oh, nice job. Look at the blocking downfield, though.
Yeah, if he could have broken the tackle by Jake Kearney, he might have gone a long way, Coach.
Yeah, 53 was blocking downfield. That's what, Mattingly, yeah. London Mattingly.
42-yard line, 3rd and about 5 for Wasik. They need to keep the chains moving. Gann takes a fake. Throw over the left side is caught and take it down the first down to the 38-yard line as it's hauled in right there by making a nice catch was 23, Coach, and that's going to be Baird Woodall.
Nice throw, too. That's a good throw. I mean, you got that guy breaking across the middle. That time the safety was playing way off, so he's not going to be any help. Throw that ball right by that linebacker's head and into that flat area.
Woodall from the Woodall family here, John Woodall.
Oh, high snap again.
Here's a give to Gann. Down to the 40, running hard, inside the 40. Nice run, Kearney. And who else helped make the play there? It was 42 was Wyatt Hiley.
Yeah. That was a nice job. They're mixing up with the run with the pass. They're going to try to recognize the defense. They're kind of guessing what defense they're going to be in, but on 3rd and short, they're going to crowd the line of scrimmage.
Harper's to the left side. Flugner, there's a trip set to the right side. Wasik back to pass. Throws it, airs it out. Wide open and going up, making a catch. And there was some contact, but Mr. Harper says, I don't care. I'm going to catch the ball anyway. Get out of my way.
Yeah.
16, the defensive player.
Joel Johnson.
Yeah, Joel Johnson.
Oh.
That was almost interference.
Yeah, it was. It was close, yeah.
But he called it anyway.
He got great.
What a catch by Harper. Great catch, Jonathan Harper.
Gary, it's 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in half, and that's a big play for Lexington.
Yeah.
They got to punch it in here, though.
Wasik now will send Harper to the left. He's got, it looks like Flugner's, or is that Wedding to his right? That's Wedding. Eli Gann goes in motion. He follows Wedding down to the end of the 10 and knocked down there. Who came over and got him. The linebacker, Hiley, came over and ran him out.
Yeah, we have called his name quite a few times.
That's why he's an all-state linebacker, Coach.
That's right.
42 is a good one. If you just had maybe 2 or 3 more of him, you'd be a great defense or a good defense now, holding Catholic to 6 points in the first half, the 4 minutes, 24 seconds to go in a half.
Yeah, there wasn't much gain at all in that play.
I look for play action here, maybe trying to go to Flugner. He's a big target over there.
They like to go to the right, to the wide side of the field, and throw back to the middle, too. That's something they've done in the past.
Jack Wedding to the right of Wasik inside the 10. And the flag comes down. False start against Catholic.
Somebody's moving.
That's not good, Coach.
No, you don't want to go.
Not the 4th game of the year.
Yeah, you don't want to go backwards on
that. Those are first game mistakes, aren't they?
Yep. There's that penalty early that made him try to kick an extra point from the 35, and then this. They're a little bit hesitant.
They're definitely in field goal range because J.J. White can boot it. He can kick it, Coach.
I'm looking for a timeout here. I'm looking for them to call a timeout and settle down because they're a little disorganized out there right now.
2nd down, 14 at the 14-yard line. Motion. Wasik takes a snap, rolls right, and he's hit, and the ball comes loose, jumps back on it. Wasik gets on it. Wasik was able to save it.
Wow, look at this again. See how he looks back to throw? Just didn't give him any time. 21.
Ashton Hackney.
Yeah, Hackney was all over that.
Backup linebacker. 3rd and 31 here, Coach. They might be out of field goal range now, Coach.
Yeah.
After that long sack.
Playbook gets pretty thin when you got 3rd and 31.
You want to try to get in the field goal range, I think.
Yeah, you got to estimate where that field goal is and try to get a good, solid
Need to get about 10 yards here, I think. 5 to 10 yards. They need 31. There's timeout with 3:31 to go in the first half. Timeout on the field. This is the Mingua Beef Jerky. UK Sports Medicine Healthcare on Pretspin. Will be back after this.
Watch this one close. There you go.
Wasik takes it, throws it, and it's caught, but a flag down. Procedure against Lexington Catholic. There's too many penalties in the game. The pass was called by Gantz.
Yeah. This reminds me of a certain team downtown, but wears blue and white last week, the end of the first half, Kentucky. They looked awful right there at the end of the first half.
Yeah.
But they came back hot in the second half. That's good. So somebody got to them.
So from the 35, it's third down and 36. 3:30. Wasik time called by Greg Crossing. 3:30 to go in the first half. Greg Crossing 7. The night 6 will be back on Mingua Beef Jerky. UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. 7-6. Greg Crossing leading Lexington Catholic. Appreciate BOK watching. 365. Wasik looking back to pass, getting pressure, steps up, looking to throw it, and he throws it, and it's behind the receiver down the 20-yard line. He threw it behind Harper. That brings up fourth down with 3:24 to go. That's twice that Wasik got open receivers. He overthrew Harper twice.
Yeah, and there it is. He's trying to throw off his back foot and behind him a little bit. Patrick Mahomes can do that, but not too many other people can. See, that takes him, you were right, Gary, that takes him way out of field goal range.
Yeah, and they got a good field goal kicker, but he'd be kicking a long one about, a 50-yarder here now. But
we got a rugby-style punter, though. He could get him back way up with 3:24 to go in the half.
J.J. White does the punting, gets the kickoff and kicks it left side, rolls down, and it's taken at the 1-yard line. Down inside the 1-yard line, and it's touchdown right there. And that's who else, Coach, hustling to get it was Ethan Bradford.
That's that rugby-style kick with a left foot, and it just bounced down there. You can't field it. You can't do anything with it.
Trey Campbell, I know I did. He had nothing to do but said, watch it bounce.
That's it.
3:17. They have to go 99.5 yards.
Yeah, well, that's a long way to go, but they're pretty darn good.
You know what Catholic's hoping for? A fumble and a recovery in the end zone here, Coach.
Yeah, or a sack for a safety.
Or a sack for a safety. They're down by 1, 7-6. Catholic coming off a big win over Bordeaux County. Warhawks had Woodford County last week. They fell 42-14 in that game. Boy, they look much better tonight, don't they?
They do.
Quarterback, and he's going to keep it. Going to get about a yard. Stacked up right there. the interior of the line. Dudek and company.
The Knights have a couple timeouts they can use here. You want to try to, get the ball back here.
They want to wait, I think,
minutes.
Third down and call a timeout, Coach. Yeah. Second down, 2:53 to go in the first half. Great Crossing 7, Lexington Catholic 6, with the King of Stream and Joe Allen and Trey over there. Trey, our good videographer over there. Tori Bailey, right? Tori Bailey. Second down. Back to pass. And it's going to be caught at the 5, up to the 10, tripped up, and knocked down right there by Wedding.
Be a first down.
Yeah, got the first down to the 12-yard line.
Nice throw again by the quarterback. The receiver coming back to the ball.
Yeah, Wedding made a nice play on the ankle tackle. 2:16 to go. 13-yard line. Catholic receives the ball in the second half, Coach.
Yeah, that's going to be good, but they're going to have to have a little discussion about the penalties.
Yeah, they've been way too many penalties. At least 6 or 7 that I've counted, Coach. Give to Ballard, hit and dropped immediately. There may be a timeout now. They let the clock run.
They've held Ballard in check, but no one warned us about Rock throwing the ball.
Yeah, he's been outstanding.
Outstanding is true.
There's Hosinski and company right there. Second down and 10. Rock takes a pass, rolls right. It's going to throw it, and it's going to be complete up to the 25-yard line. And that's a nice haul in by Hunter Moody, who has a long 68-yard touchdown catch tonight.
Now, watch how these two receivers run together and then separate right there at the end. See that?
Yeah.
That's an excellent job. That's a levels pass.
Yeah.
You have a guy short and a guy deep and a guy in the middle. And the guy in the middle breaks off the route, and he's open.
Hunter Moody made the catch.
Extremely well done.
That's at least Moody's 4th catch that I recall. We'll look at the stats at halftime. They keep the stats here, but they keep them away from us until halftime.
They keep them away from us. Yeah, we can make arrangements if we could, but
trips it out to the far. Rock back, looks to pass, throws it deep downfield. It's going to be almost intercepted by Eli Gann. He had to beat on it, Coach, at the 40-yard line, and he could not come up with it.
Watch how scary this is, Gary. If he batted it in the air, the receiver was pretty close to getting it. Look. Whew. That would have been really bad.
Seth Moody was the intended receiver, the brother of Hunter Moody. Second down and 10, of course, to stop the clock with a minute 11 to go in the first half in the 7-6 ball game, Coach. Great Crossing leads Lexington Catholic. Next week, we know what it's going to be. Lexington Catholic, Lexington Christian over on Reynolds Road.
That's going to be another good one. We love that game.
Trips it out to the left for Rock. Back to pass. Throws it high, and he almost, I tell you, as the defensive back was standing there waiting on the ball, but didn't have a play on it, but it goes incomplete, brings up 3rd and 10 at the 24-yard line with a minute 8 to go. So still time here for the Knights. I think they have a timeout left, Coach.
I think so, too. And they had that pass covered like a blanket.
Right.
Really nice job of defense.
But Grant Rock has impressed us both, Coach.
Very much so.
It'll be 3rd and 10. They get the play from the sideline. Comes in there as Grant Rock. He's not real big of stature, 5'9", 155-pound sophomore. But he's got Big Ballard to his left, 210-pound running back. Here's Rock throwing it left, and it's going to be caught. And he's going to take it up for the first down to the 35-yard line by Joel Johnson.
And the Warhawks are hustling to the line of scrimmage here, so they feel like they still have enough time. It's under 1 minute. Called timeout.
That was a good pass to Joel Johnson by Rock.
He's just amazing. We're going to stay here, Gary. I want to ask you a couple things. First of all, what did you think about the difference in the defense last year and this year?
For Catholic?
I mean, last week and this week.
I think last week they were getting more guys to the ball. Let's step out. No, let's keep it right here, Coach. They're getting a lot more helmets to the football, but tonight the difference is Rock and his passing, Coach. That's simply the difference.
Yeah, you think maybe they sat and looked at video and they saw
Sure.
the statistics of Ballard and said,
Yep.
we got to stop that running game, and boy, they have. They've stopped the running game.
But they haven't stopped the passing game of Grant Rock.
No, he's pretty impressive. But the score is 7-6. And it would be 7-7 because of a missed field extra point. So 7-7 going into halftime, 7-6 isn't bad. But you can't give them anything here.
Right.
But on the other hand, you don't want Greg Crossing to make a mistake here. You know, they could easily throw an interception and give the Knights a field goal chance.
That's true. Because we know J.J. White can kick it.
Yeah, I don't know what his limit is, but
about 45. First and 10 with the first down.
they're bringing everybody.
Rock and pressure. He sees it, throws it, and it's caught up to the 45, and it's caught, and Trey Campbell with the catch.
I bet he's throwing 85% completion.
Up to the 45.
He clocked the ball there, so 34
Yeah, they
seconds.
said it was short of the first down, about a half a yard.
Well, you don't want to clock the ball if it's short, but okay.
So it's second down and about a half a yard, third down about half a yard. What is it, Coach?
It should be third. No, it should be second. Third down. It has to be third. There you go. Third down. Yeah, half a yard.
Okay.
Because he clocked the ball on second down and make it third down.
So we're third down at the 45-yard line. Ballard is to the left of Grant Rock. Motion by Campbell. Back to pass. And it's going to be caught. Taken up to midfield by Ballard, the great linebacker. Down to 28 seconds at midfield. They're quickly up to the line. They'll clock it again, Coach. Stop the clock, 24 seconds. We'll step out here on the Minky Beef Jerky, UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week, 7-6, 24 seconds here at Joseph Ford Stadium.
This isn't a timeout.
.24 seconds. Here's Rock back in the pocket, gets pressure, rolls to the right, just throws it out of bounds with 18 seconds. Yeah, I think he got to the tackle, beyond the tackle box, Coach.
Yeah, I think so. I'm watching Lexington Catholic. They've got some animals out there. I don't want to use that term easily, but Jack White is a monster. Jack White had a beat on him. He looked like a Godzilla coming up through there.
So brings up third down and 10 at the 50-yard line, 18 seconds to go. 7-6 is your score. And Lexington Catholic will receive the ball coming out for the second half. Rock back to pass. Throws it down the left side. Incomplete, and there's going to be the receiver was Trayvon Campbell, and good defense by Eric Smith.
Yeah, Eric was in his hip pocket most of the way. Ball was maybe overthrown a little bit. 12 seconds. It's the longest 30 seconds I've ever seen.
.12 seconds, and looks like they got Ballard back there to punt this time. First time he's punted in a ball game. So Catholic will try to do something with just 12 seconds to go here in this first half, down by a point.
Just let it roll. Don't even try to.
And here's the punt. And it bounces down at the 20.
That's it.
Inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they're going to let the clock run out, I think. 1 second.
1 second on the clock. Yeah, let it roll and don't try to field it in these situations. Only bad things can happen.
Yeah.
We are going to hopefully get some stats. We're going to take a break then first, and then we'll try to get some stats and come back and do a UFO and see how many completions that quarterback has.
Yeah, he's got a few, and he's got a few to the Moody brothers.
Yeah.
1 second. Wasik gives it left side and running up to the 25-yard line is Gann. And that's going to do it for the first half. First half comes to a close. The Warhawks 7, the Knights 6. We're at halftime here at Joseph K. Ford Stadium at Lexington Catholic, 7-6. Great Crossing on top. We'll come back with halftime. Coach Meehan's UFO, some stats for you, and good things to come for you. So stay here on 365 BOK and Pretspin, the Mingua Beef Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
Welcome back on a beautiful evening to Joseph K. Ford Stadium here on the campus of Lexington Catholic High School, where the Knights have fallen behind by 1 point. We have a 7-6 game here. Really good football game, good defenses. Gary Ball and I have been surprised by the efficiency of the quarterback for the Great Crossing of Warhawks. We're going to try to get some stats, at least on the quarterback here when we get a chance. First of all, I would like to thank WKYT for producing this game or having this game on TV. We've looked forward to this, and I hope everything's going well. I'd like to have a different group of people watching us. We're happy with that. I've done something for many years at halftime, and that is I have my UFOs. UFO stands for Unheralded Football Overachiever. What I've done is realized many years of coaching myself that there are people involved in the program that do so much for the program to get very little attention for their efforts. So we came up with the UFO award or tribute. Today we have one UFO, and that's from Ricky Bowling out at Great Crossing High School. Jason Weaver is a UFO. Jason Weaver is a 2020 graduate of Great Crossing High School and played for the inaugural Warhawk football team, which was in 2019. Javon has always been a supporter of the Great Crossing High School and completed his degree in sports management at EKU last fall. In 2024, Javon completed his internship under the supervision of Coach Bowling, helping him with practice needs, filming, and equipment. Upon completing his degree, Javon wanted to continue serving the needs of the Warhawk football program. Javon works a third-shift job and never misses practice. Coach Bowling and his staff, players, and trainers are very thankful for Javon and all the hard work and support that he has. Here's a gentleman who works a third-shift job, goes to work after practice, I'm sure, gets a few hours sleep, and never misses a chance to help the Warhawk football team. Well, congratulations, Ricky Bowling's UFO, unheralded football receiver, unheralded football overachiever, Javon Weaver. Thank you, Rut. We're going to go to a break here again. We're looking at a good defensive football game, 7-6 in favor of Great Crossing over the Lexington Catholic Knights. We'll be back here in a few minutes on the Mingua Beef Jerky Game of the Week.
We're back here at Lexington Catholic, Joseph K. Ford Stadium. The UK Sports Medicine, Mingua Beef Jerky, Roberts Insurance, proud to sponsor this game. Joe and John Roberts, Roberts Insurance from Main Street in Richmond. They insure 3/4 of the great state of Kentucky. Clark's Pump and Shop, return, refresh, refuel. Crown Trophy, all the great sponsors here on the network. Tonight we're broadcasting on Pretspin. We're also on WKYT Plus if you're streaming. And we're also on BOK 365. Here's some highlights. There is a Ballard getting stuffed on that play. Ballard, and he go, here's quarterback rolling out to right and tip. Good defensive play turned in by who else? Jack White. Then a quarterback rose to the right, finds a receiver, and he breaks tackles and got the first down. He just looked sharp, coach, in this ball game. Quarterback has really rocked the game. There's Wasik with a nice long run, his best run from scrimmage tonight. He takes it up beyond the 40-yard line. Then Wasik with a high snap. He's hemmed in, and then he's knocked down right there. But that's just a good job. And here's going to be a good job by Jonathan Harper with the catch and the run. Yards after catch, they call it. That was a good job. Here it's a snap to Wasik. He goes to the right, and then he's going to be ran out of bounds at the 3 by Mullenix on Wasik. And then Wasik comes back after a penalty, and he finds 7 yards, a touchdown pass over the middle to his tight end. And that time it was the big Jack White in the ball game. Here comes a running back Ballard. He's stopped. And then they go to Moody. He breaks tackles, outraces everybody to the end zone. That's the difference in the ball game right there. And then they kick the extra point, make it 7-6. So we'll step out, be back on the Mingua Beef Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
Welcome back here. It's almost the end of halftime. We're about ready to start the third quarter in a few minutes. And the score again, 7-6 in favor of Great Crossing over the Knights. I've got a couple statistics here. I had to hunt down the guy, and I guess the gentleman was from Great Crossing. But here's some good statistics for you. Rock, the quarterback for Great Crossing, Gary, 10 for 17. For 156 yards passing. 10 for 17 for 106 yards passing. Dylan Ballard, the running back,
Luke Ballard.
Yeah. He has 7 carries for 5 yards total.
They really shut him down, Coach.
Yeah. And then for Lexington Catholic, the Knights, Wasick is 6 for 10 for 81 yards. So he's decent half. But the big thing about him, he's also carried the ball 9 times for 67 yards rushing. So the big statistic again is for Great Crossing, 10 for 17 for 156 yards. Dylan Rock, we were talking over there. We feel like that's a good name for a wrestler, Rock. But he has had a really, really good.
I think that name's taken, Coach.
Yeah, somebody's taking it. Again, I want to talk a little bit about Great Crossing. I got a couple of questions texted to me. Where is Great Crossing? Well, Great Crossing is in Scott County. It actually was founded in 2019, the high school was, because of the huge growth in Scott County, being over there where Toyota is and all that. So there was a Great Crossing school. Did you know that? Before then, there was a Great Crossing school that closed in 1950 because of consolidation with Scott County. And I found some other things. The Warhawks, from Warhawk was a word taken from Henry Clay in the War of 1812, a faction of that government with Henry Clay. The words Great Crossing, you know what, Great Crossing, I wanted that. I really wanted to look for that. I wanted to see what in the world that word came from, Great Crossing. Great Crossing, it refers to a shallow area of Elkhorn Creek where the high herds of buffalo bison cross. So that's where Great Crossing came from. So that's just one of those things. Not too many people know that. Great Crossing is a community in Scott County. Joined the jointure, built a school in 2019, joining the jointure with Scott County. So let's talk a little bit about the first half here. We've had a lot of action defensively. Both teams are fighting to gain the lead. The Knights missed an extra point early, and that hurt them bad. So we're going to take a little break right here, and the teams are warming up. We've got about a minute and a half to go before the second half begins. So we'll be right back here at the Joseph K. Ford Stadium for the Game of the Week here on Prep Speed.
We're back here at Joseph K. Ford Stadium, except for the second half, as having it teed up is Mason Tapple. He's going to kick off and back deep for Catholic. Baird Woodall, Eli Gann. Baird Woodall, he's going to be a great player for Catholic. He's already a good player. Here's a kick. It's going to be taken at the 5-yard line. Oh. They run into each other. Don't know what that was about. Coming up to the 20-yard line. 23 won't go down, but what were they trying to do there? Every time Catholics try to do that, to reverse it, they run into each other, fumble the ball.
That happened last week also.
Fumble the ball.
Fumble the ball. Yeah, you can't. You got to mess around with that stuff. When you get a deep kickoff like that, probably the best thing to do is just go forward, just go straight.
Right.
Make one cut, maybe.
Football's at the 22-yard line.
Your injury, Gary.
Got a player down, shaken up for Great Crossing. We'll keep it right here. And, Coach, you said 10 of 17, so he wasn't as sharp in that first half as I thought he was, talking about Rock, the quarterback of Crossing.
Well, I thought he had about 14 completions, but, we don't keep the stats.
Because Wozniak was 6 for 10, you said.
Yeah.
So he had a pretty good – and he threw a touchdown pass. That was a nice pass to Jack White, wide open. And Rock threw a touchdown pass to his one of his primary targets, Hunter Moody, who ran it in from 68 yards out. Now here comes Catholic. Warhawks 7, Knight 6 to start the second half.
Gary, Ashton Hackney went out with a cramp there, I believe. So
Wozniak, shotgun, passes over the left side. He's got his man to the 30, and it is racked up right there to 31. The pass was complete to Harper, and making a play was Kearney, Jay Kearney.
Yeah, Kearney and Tyler Mullenix collapsed on him.
Yeah, Mullenix made the hit high, and Kearney hit him low.
Yep.
Second down. Here's a toss around the right side. Breaking tackles and to the 30-yard line, losing about a yard, will be Gann.
This game might be tight the whole time. I'm watching Greg Crossing now. They're going to the ball, Gary. They had 9 people going to the football at that time. So they're very, very aggressive. Both these teams are defensively.
Well, they scouted Catholic well, Coach. Yeah. You can tell that here as we're in the third quarter. They've held them 6 points. 3rd and about 2 for Wozniak. Takes a snap, rolls to the left. Wozniak trying to get outside, cuts it to the 35. First down to the 37-yard line. Making the stop there. That was a first down, but a good run. And making the stop there for Great Crossing, that was number 30, Braylon Williams.
Yeah, I thought he wasn't going to make it, but he made that last cutback right at the end, that little cutback.
Well, he's got that ability, down. Coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's quick at his feet.
Wozniak, he's going to roll to the right, takes a snap up to the 40, 45, pulls his way up, first down to the 48-yard line. Wozniak doing it, and I tell you, got the worst of that, Coach. And Pruitt on the stop, but he got the worst of that as Ashton Hackney took the blow from Wozniak. He got the worst of that play.
He did. That was a heck of a job. I think that they have decided at halftime we're going to have to establish the run. If we're going to get passes down the field, we cannot fail in the running game. We've got to get a running game going. Lexington Catholic is primarily a passing team.
9:55 to go in the third quarter. Wozniak with backs to each side. First down, high snap. Gives it to Gann. Down to the 45. Gann down to the 40. First down for Gann. He stopped there again by Braylon Williams, but not before he picked up 12 yards and a first down, Coach.
They're hitting that right side of the offensive line really hard. Those guys over there on offense, got to give them credit. That guards and tackle on that side are really blocking.
And I think you're right, Coach, and what you said, your assessment was right on. They've decided they're going to run the football on this team, and I don't think Great Crossing can stop it right now.
Not right now. They're really – see how they're crowding everybody up? They have most everybody between they got them on the jump, though.
And they moved, so that'll cost them 5 yards. Curtis Mackley's made his way up to the press box. Curtis with the Mingua beef jerky. Down to the 35-yard line.
This is big time right here.
Yep.
They've got
1st and 5 at the 35-yard line. For Wasick, takes a snap, fakes it over the. He's got his man down to the 25. He's carrying people. That's Flugner down to the 20-yard line. Flugner wouldn't go down.
Oh, he wouldn't. He was dragging people. Boy, I tell you what, though, Gary, that pass was a little high. That made me nervous.
Yeah, I know, but Flugner's 6'5", Coach.
Yeah.
It's a good thing he is 6'5".
Good thing he is 6'5".
Because he needed every bit of those 6'5" frame to haul that pass down. Wasick got to bring it down a little bit. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Wasick takes snap, rolls left. He's at the 20, cuts it down, and then knocked out inside. And there to get him was Jake Kearney. But not before he took it down. Let's see where they mark him at, Coach.
Ashton Hackney was in on that.
Hackney
so
made
back.
the play,
Yeah.
but I was trying to see how many yards he picked up. They mark it at the 14. So pick up a 6. 2nd and 4. And Wedding is to the right. Gann is in motion. Back to Wedding. Wedding down to the 10. Push backwards, and then the linebacker, Wyatt Higley, came over to pushing back, and one of the down linemen, Branham, had him too, Michael, the defensive tackle.
Yeah, the defensive tackle had him down low, and then Higley just came flying in there to knock him backwards.
So 3rd down and 40, 13-yard line.
We have another player down on the field.
And you know, if it's cramps, Coach, this is the 4th game of the year. You shouldn't have cramps.
I don't think this is cramps, though.
So you think somebody's hurt, or maybe we've got a timeout on the field. 8:21 to go in the 3rd, 7-6, still your score. Great crossing on top of Lexington Catholic. We'll be back after this timeout on the Mingua Beef Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Takes a snap, cuts it back, and gets it down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Wasick nearly took that in there. That was a saving tackle by Kearney.
It was. Kearney has made quite a few tackles, but I love the way Wasick plays a game of football. He's really, really a tough kid.
At the 5, Wasick takes a snap, cuts it back inside, and gets down. Let's see where they mark him at.
1-yard line.
At the 1-yard line. Wasick said, I didn't get in. They said, no, you didn't.
Somebody tripped him up, Gary, and he just fell right on the 1-yard line. They're going quick.
Wasick takes a snap, rolls right, and gets in. Touchdown. Catholic regains the lead. 12-7, and unlike Mike Meehan, they probably will go for 2.
I would think so, yeah.
So Wasick has thrown a touchdown pass and ran one in.
And I, you know, what do you think about that? They just established the run. How many passes did they throw in that drive? 1?
Well, they had a pass to Harper that was a good pass.
Yeah.
To Flugner, remember that Flugner pass?
Yeah, there was just a couple.
Yeah. Here's a replay of the touchdown.
Yep. Yeah, he just drives up the middle. They've done that before many times, you know, just quarterback keep up there.
So they're going to, let's see what they bring in. J.J. White.
They're going to kick.
Yeah, they're going to kick the extra point. White will kick it. The extra point will put them up 13-7. Lasardi snaps. White's kick is up. We mentioned Lasardi's the grandson. He's the grandson of Dee Campbell. She's got a great tennis game she plays with my wife out of Spindletop. Dee Campbell's really proud of Lasardi. He's a good long snapper, Coach. That's important.
Oh, no kidding, it's important. We've had some some games we've done where the ball was centered over the punter's head, and that made a crucial situation.
Not with Lasardi. It's 13-7. Knights to regain the lead here at Lexington Catholic. There are some of the Lexington Catholic fans in the crowd here tonight enjoying this game. 7:40 to go in the third quarter, so the Knights take the drive all the way down, Coach, and they punch it in, and they lead 13-7 now.
I'll tell you what, this game is a good football game. It's going right down there. I want to shout out to a longtime friend that that's watching the game, Scotty Thurman. Scotty, I hope you're enjoying the game because it's a good one.
Bob and Wendy Cranfield are watching tonight. Say hello to those folks, Coach.
Hey, here's another good one. My son's flying back from San Antonio, my older son, Matt, and he was in the airport waiting to get this lady's waiting for a taxi. She's watching the game on her phone.
The lady was?
Yeah.
Here's the kick. And it's going to be in the end zone, touchback.
What a weapon.
So he does that every time, doesn't he? James Barnett, what a weapon for Lexington Catholic. 13-7 Knights, 7:40 to go. Third quarter here at Lexington Catholic. Sutherland Chevrolet. Don Gabbard and the staff at Sutherland Chevrolet.
Well, let's see. The Warhawks are coming out. They see if they can answer that drive. That was an excellent drive by Lexington Catholic to score. The Knights pushed the ball down the field, mostly with the running game. So we'll see how they adjust here.
So Ballard's in the backfield to the right of Grant Rock, the quarterback. He's just a sophomore, Coach. Rock back to pass. Those in the middle of Ballard. Caught. He's up to the 30. Running to the 43-yard line. He's knocked down right there by Gann. Gann's shaking up a little bit.
Well, he's a big guy.
He's 210 pounds.
Yeah, and he runs hard. See what you – yeah, Gann. Well, Gann and who else? Yes, 31 was in there too.
Yeah, that's Gann.
Yeah. I'm just surprised that they haven't established him as a running back, but he's been a heck of a receiver.
Oh, yeah. That's his best that's his best play from scrimmage for Ballard.
Yeah.
He caught it from up to the 43-yard line, 23-yard pickup. So Rock with Ballard behind him, sends Moody in motion. Gives to Ballard up 45, and then he smashed down 45-yard line, and there to get him Hosinski and also Wedding.
Now, you said that Ballard in previous games is carrying the ball about 25 times a game or whatever.
That's right.
But the Catholic defense has limited that. They're very good at that.
There are some big dudes right there. Number 9, White, 4, Hosinski, 19, Flugner, 10 is Wedding. Those are some big guys, Coach.
Yeah, they're hard-hitting kids, too.
Second down and 8 for Rock. Fakes to Ballard. Rolls right. Throws it deep down. He's got his man at the 40. And he cuts it at the 35, 37-yard line. Is Trey Campbell.
Boy, they're having trouble with that action. And you can't see it on the replay, but two receivers are running down the field together, and then one breaks it off, and they're throwing to the short one.
12 for 19 now, Coach. He was 10 for 17 at halftime. He's completed his first 2 passes here down to the 36-yard line. Catholic, of course, trying to hold on to this 13-7 lead.
I don't know how they can stop that pass. They're trying. They're putting pressure on the quarterback on Rock, but then Rock will roll out and get away from the pressure and make those throws.
Joel Johnson's come in. Moody is split out to the right. Johnson's to the right. Also out to the left side is Campbell. Now Moody goes in motion. Fakes it, passes out to Moody to the 40, 35, and down to the 30-yard line. Ran out right there. Hustling over to get him was Woodall.
Yeah, you see flashes of a team that went deep in the playoffs last year.
They went to the Final Four, Coach, in 6A football.
Very talented football team. Very talented on both sides of the ball.
And with that said, Catholic's on top of them, 13-7.
I know.
That tells you how good Catholic is.
They're good. They're in a fight, though, this time. So
they are. We thought they would be, Coach.
We did.
Rock gives a Ballard. He's hit, bouncing off people down the 25-yard line as he was hit initially. And then it was 77 of Catholic, who's in there now, Coach.
Yeah, and you said that, and they just pulled him out. So
Preston Rogers.
Yeah, big guy.
Real big guy. Wasik hasn't been as he's ran the ball so well at quarterback, but he's made a couple nice plays defensively, but he's really been not in the action. Here's Rock, back to pass, left side caught, and at the 20-yard line, ran out of bounds as it's caught there by Seth Moody.
Oh, boy, the other Moody. I tell you what, the way these Moody's are playing, if Catholic loses this game, it's like the Moody Blues, I'm telling you.
And the Moody brothers are good ball players, both of them really good receivers.
Now, see, the Knights are going to squeeze here because they're inside the 20-yard line, so they're going to run that defense where they put a lot of pressure on Rock.
3:48 to go in the third quarter. 13-7. Second down. Rock, steps up, but he's tripped, and a flag down as Wasik was stopped. And may call maybe a hold right here, Coach.
Yes.
And it may go on 50 Gant.
Yeah. No. They called a hold on the offense.
That's what I said, Coach, on Gant of Great Crossing.
We got Gants and Gaunts. Oh, yeah. There definitely was a hold. It was more like a tackle.
What you saying, Joe? What? Moody.
We have.
No, turn it around. Second down. Rock rolling. Here comes pressure. Steps up, and he's going to be sacked. And sacked by Wasik. And also getting in there was number 9, Jack White.
Jack White. Those guys get a hold of you. You're not getting loose. I'm telling you. They're really aggressive. That was a big play here with a 6-point lead this time of the game. Big plays like that are really going to help you out. You got to force a punt, Gary.
Brings up a 3rd and 29, Coach. I don't know what they'll dial up 3rd and 29.
They've been very successful with those passes down the sideline. Got a wide side of the field here.
Quarterback Rock. Pressure to hit again, and finally sacked. And that was Wasik making the play. And also in there making a nice job was Sean Smith doing a nice job.
Yeah, but you know what they call those? Coverage sacks. They had those receivers blanketed downfield.
Right.
I was watching. They had 4 receivers going out, 3 deep, and they were all covered.
I think Wasik heard me, Coach, when I was talking about he's ran the ball well, but now he gets a sack.
Yeah.
That's his 3rd sack of the season.
Yeah, somebody on the sidelines listening to prep spin probably. Oh, he put his knee down, right?
Yeah, here's a punt to the 25, bounces to the 26. Touchdown right there. Catholic will have it at the 26-yard line, and Lexington Catholic on top. 13-7 with 1:29 to go in the third quarter.
Another big series for Lexington Catholic. The Knights drove the ball down the field the last time they had it for a touchdown. Wasik ran a sneak, or more or less a quarterback's power right up the middle to score.
Wasik in the shotgun with running backs to each side, wideouts each side. Wasik takes a snap, gives it to Gann. Up to the 30, still running 35.
Oh, nice.
He's up to the 36-yard line.
He squirted through there too, didn't he? Unbelievable. Good job of blocking on that. They're We have a player down. Let's see. They're going to call time. No, he's up. He's up. That's good.
Up and ready to go.
Up and ready to go. He didn't want to be the guy that has to jog off the field.
The second and short. Second and about 1.5 yards. 55 seconds in the third. Lexington Catholic 13. Great Crossing 7. Brady Wasick, the quarterback, gives inside up to the 41st down. That was a give up the gut by Eli Gann. Eli Gann's a sophomore coach. He's playing because Isaiah Mashney got hurt in the Dunbar game, and Mashney's playing some defense, but they decided to hold him out at running back.
Gann does a good job. He runs low. He has a low center of gravity, and he likes to run in there inside. Wasick likes to run outside, except on the goal line. So they're pretty good now.
Have an official's timeout. 27 seconds here in the third. Whitaker Bank, Uniquely Kentucky, BSN Sports, Clark's Pump and Shop, refresh, return, refuel.
Come on, get the play in, guys.
Like,
I don't know. They're having a meeting on the sideline, it looks like, Gary.
They're letting the clock run out.
Yeah.
They let the clock run down, and that's it for the third quarter, 13-7. Catholic did score that quarter to take the lead and kick the extra point. We'll be back. It's fourth quarter action, 13-7. Catholic on top of Great Crossing. The Mingua beat Jerky, UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Torrey Bailey at the 40-yard line. First down. Wasick to Gann up to the 34-yard line. He's tackled right there and coming up as a linebacker. Wyatt Hiley, he's been on a ton of plays tonight, Coach.
All right, what's the important thing here? Ball security.
Absolutely.
Both of these teams have been really good with the football.
Right.
No fumbles, interceptions, that type of thing. You know, when you have two teams that are battling out this close, one little mistake makes a big difference. So.
And the difference tonight is Wasick just had a sack. He's got a touchdown pass and a touchdown run to lead the Knights. Gives it to Gann, up the middle, Gann up to the 38-yard line. He's tackled right there, and coming up to get him was Chris Strickler, the backup linebacker, number 41 right there. You see him. Strickler with a nice play. 11:05 to go in the football game, 13-7. Lexington Catholic on top, and the football, they're moving. Third down and 3 at the 48-yard line. They got to get to the 50 for first down, Coach.
This is big, too. Big.
Wasick goes right. First down to the 47-yard line.
They cannot stop that quarterback power play.
And that was Hiley, the linebacker, making the play.
See, watch this play. Both backs lead, have a little kick out there, and he just lowers his shoulder and gets through the hole for a first down.
And he's cramping, Coach.
Well, I can imagine.
One of the players.
Listen, the Catholic is doing a good job of alternating receivers in, Gary. They're putting the fresh people in there all the time.
That's what they're known for here at Catholic. Good receivers, Coach.
Yeah, we
saw it last year with Jackson Kreitzer, the big receiver. He had a ton of catches. Over the years, David Bovier, who played at Kentucky, caught a big touchdown pass against Florida years ago. But always great receivers here at Lexington Catholic.
And the one thing I liked about them is they're tough. Yep. They'll take lick after lick after lick and just keep going. So, again, we're in the fourth quarter here, 10:42 to go. You can see that on the screen. Cluck's Pump and Shop, Crown Trophy, all these sponsors, Hallway Feeds, all these people that really support high school sports, Gary. I really appreciate that very, very much.
Absolutely.
Mingua beef jerky, I'm telling you what, I like that stuff too.
Wasik shaking up. He's going to.
This cramps. He'll be all right.
Yeah, he's cramping, so they'll get him off the field for a couple of plays, but it's first down.
Look at him. He didn't like it, does he?
There's David Clark, the former longtime Bardstown coach, here now at Catholic.
Yeah, he's done an excellent job here. Got to get some fluids in. Wow, Lordy, hot snap.
They give right side and running hard with it. That's Jonathan Harper. And at quarterback was Gannon Rudisil.
Yeah, I saw that.
And at quarterback, Sweeney, I believe, is injured, who's normally the backup quarterback.
Well, I tell you what, Wedding came out here. Jack Wedding came out and laid a block on the defender that knocked him on his back.
Gannon Rudisil, junior quarterback, is in there for Wasik. 10 minutes to go in the ball game.
Keep the snap down.
Rudisil gives left side, running hard down to the 40-yard line. That's a good run right there, and that's turned in by a great run by Eric Smith.
Yeah, nice job by him.
Smith.
What year is Eric?
Eric Smith is a underclassman, a sophomore, Coach.
They've got some players coming back here year after year.
So third and a short three. They got to get down to the 38. Rudisil has come in for Wasik at quarterback. Waiting for the snap. Rudisil throws it. It's caught. Down to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. What a pass as he finds Jonathan Harper.
Nice throw.
He threaded the needle.
He did. He threw a strike.
Sidearm.
Yeah, excellent job. Excellent job.
We'll take a look at that again. That was a good pass. And how about Jonathan Harper's game tonight, Coach? He has come to play.
Watch him. Boom. A little sidearm action on the slant. Again, no safety to help him deep. Boom. Right to the goal line.
So 19-7 now. Rudisil, backup quarterback, finds Jonathan Harper.
That's amazing. Wasik comes out. They bring Rudisil in. Throws a strike for a touchdown.
Here's J.J. White to make it 20-7. White kick is up, and it is through. 20-7, Lexington Catholic. Rudisil. We'll check the yardage on that when we come back. It was at least 40 yards, Coach. Yeah. But we'll check that. 20-7, Lexington Catholic. We'll be back on the Mingua Beef Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Barnett will kick off. Catholic has taken a two-score lead here in the fourth quarter, 9:16 to go. A short kick this time. It goes out of bounds, so that'll be a flag, and they'll bring it out to the 35-yard line, right, Coach?
35-yard line. I don't understand. He's always kicking in the end zone unless he was told to try to kick short, but I don't know why. You got a powerful kicker.
But what a shot from Rudisill to Harper.
I'm looking at my sheet. He's listed as a quarterback and an outside linebacker.
Yep.
I tell you what, he can play quarterback right now.
Yep. He's in for Wasik, who got injured.
Yeah, it's good for Coach Clark to know that he's got a backup quarterback, Gary, that can go in under a pressure situation and do that.
He's a third deep quarterback. Sweeney's normally the backup. He's injured, I believe, and Rudisill came in there and threw a dart.
He did.
Grant Rock, low snap, handles it, throws it over the middle, and almost intercepted by Wedding. He climbed the ladder and just dropped it at the last moment.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like he threw it right to him. Oh!
He was trying to go downfield to his Trey Campbell.
That was an errant throw because Campbell was covered. They're like double coverage on him. Gary, this is the fourth quarter. There's 9 minutes to go, and these two teams are still battling out.
Yeah.
It's not out of hand yet.
The Catholic defense has held the Warhawks to 7. They held Boyle to 7 last week. Quarterback Rock is going to tuck it up to the 40-yard line. And he stopped there by Roof.
That was a quarterback draw all the way.
Justice Roof. 8:55 to go in the ball game. 20-7. It was 7-6 Warhawks led Catholic at halftime, Coach. 2 touchdowns by Lex Cath here in the second half.
They're bringing Rock all the way to the sideline to get the play. He's got to run all the way to the sideline and back. I think they've got to better be in a little bit more hurry than that.
Joel Johnson splits out with the Moody brothers. Far side. Rock. 3rd and 6. And it's through the hands of Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell was looking to run, wasn't he? Yeah, he kind of took his eye off of that one, looking to run the football.
Yeah,
afterwards.
he had the first down, Coach.
Right, that was very important.
So 4th down, and they know they got to get this, Coach, because Catholic's been playing the lights out here in the second half. Lexington Catholic looking to go 3-1. Their only loss this year was to Ballard, a game they threw 2 pick sixes, and talking to the 2 stars of the game, Jack White, Hosensic last week, they felt like they should have won that game.
And Ballard's a really good
6A football team,
yeah.
ranked in the top 10. 4th down and about 5 or 6 for the Warhawks. Triple receivers to the top. Rock back in the pocket. Rock looking. He's got all day, waiting, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Ballard tried to haul it in, but he dropped the football.
Oh, boy, I tell you what. Trying to throw for the first down he had all day. There was no rush on him.
Ballard had it for a moment, dropped it. Brings up Lexington Catholic ball, 8:16 to go. If you're Lexington Catholic, it's ground to pound, Coach. Run some clock.
Which they've shown they can do.
Yeah.
Is Wasik in? That's a difference, too, because he can run the football.
Gannon Rudisill is in at quarterback. He threw the touchdown pass. Last series, Rudisill. 1st down and 10.
That's a running formation, quarterback run formation.
White. And getting down to the 37-yard line is Rudisill.
Yeah, they just want to run him, but
run some clock.
Yeah, run some clock. They're giving him the place from the sideline too, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that. That takes so much time, Coach.
Well, that's okay for Catholic.
Yeah, that's good for Catholic,
but not Great
Cross is getting it from the sideline too.
Yeah.
7:45 to play. Rudisill gives to Gann. Down inside at 25. Down to the 20-yard line. Stopped right there. Coming over to get him. And he didn't like the extracurricular that he got from Jacob Sharp.
Yeah, we'll see that again. Yeah, nice job of making that cut. He just that sharp cut, plant that foot and cut, slam down. Yeah, he kind of pushed off his face. Yeah, you're going to get in trouble doing that.
Gann didn't like that at all.
No, yeah, didn't like that. What, just make him mad, make him run harder.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. Down to 7 minutes, 16 seconds to play. Lexington Catholic 20, Warhawks 7. Lexington Catholic plays Lexington Christian next week over at LCA. Rudisill.
Letting the clock go down as far as they can to run these plays.
Wetting to his left, and there's movement and the flag, and that's going to move him back 5 yards, I do believe.
Yep. Yep. Can't do that. Everybody needs to say you don't need a penalty. Stops the clock. You just don't need that. Both of these teams have been really, really well coached, Gary. I can tell you that right now, offensively, defensively.
Well, I got to say that, Jonathan Harper, who's starting because Ledridge is injured, has had an excellent ball game tonight. Touchdown catch, big catches. He's played well.
Yeah, very confident.
Rudisill gives an inside handoff. And that's going to be Eli Gann. He's stopped by Hiley. Wyatt Hiley, the linebacker. Wow, my goodness. If there's a better linebacker in the state, I'd like to see him.
I know. He's been everywhere.
6 minutes and 14 seconds to go. Thanks for being with us tonight on 365 BKL. BLK. Second down. Rudisill passes left side. Whoa. Complete. Not going anywhere.
No, that was a good defense. They jumped all over that.
Yeah, the pass was complete over there, and it's complete to the Gauntz. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah. 5:39 to play, Coach.
Those passes like that, they're just like stick patterns. You just stick your foot and come back to the ball. The only time you can get in trouble with that is if you throw it too high and the ball's tipped in the air. Then that defensive back's coming up to make the tackle. The ball goes right in his lap. So
third down and 14.
I like the fact that they threw the ball there, but, again, it didn't get him very much.
Wasik is back in at quarterback. Takes a snap, gives inside, running down low, and that's going to be Gann. Eli Gann down the 19.
They're in field goal range, Gary.
Yes, they are, Coach. That's a good point because, if they kick a field goal here and make it 23-7, it would take they'd be up by 16 points, right? Yeah. 23-7. It would take two scores and two two-point conversions to tie you.
Yeah, you want to be there. You want these 3 points if you can get them.
Timeout on the field. 4:58 to go. It's Lexington Catholic 20. Warhawks 7 will be back on the Mingua Beef Jerky. UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Tyler Lasardi will hold, and J.J. White, Lasardi snaps it back, and the kick is up, and it's going to be good. 36-yarder by J.J. White out of the snap of Lasardi, and the hold of Duncan Gons.
Let me tell you something. You watch J.J. White. It left his foot, Gary, and he was celebrating.
Yeah.
As soon as it left his foot,
he knew it was good.
He turned around and started walking away, pounding on his helmet, jumping up and down.
And now they lead by 16 points, so it will take 2 touchdowns and both two-point conversions to even tie you.
Right, and in 5 minutes, just under 5 minutes to go, that's going to be pretty hard to do.
23-7. Lexington Catholic.
7-6 at halftime.
They trailed 7-6.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at that again here in just a minute. So that's the kind of thing that when you have kicking weapons, Gary, you got somebody kicking in the end zone. You got somebody who can make field goals, comfortably make field goals from 35-yard line. 35 yards, I mean. Shoot. That's weapons.
That's a weapon. You're right, Coach. 23-7. Here's White's kick. And it's going to be a touchback. Now, here's the field goal, Coach, from J.J. White out of the hold of Gauntz. Snap from Lasardi.
Watch White. Boom, he kicks it, he knows.
It was almost blocked there by Trey Campbell.
Yeah, he came in, but he kicked right under it, and it was watch, here's a different view. Take a look at Campbell. Oh, yeah, he was in there. Bingo.
Plenty of leg by J.J. White.
I tell you what, Lexington Catholics really showed the second half.
Here comes Greg Crossing, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. They give now to Ballard. Ballard up to the 25. He's tripped up there by Brady Wasick.
Wasick was blocked, Gary, and he just threw his body in there and made the play.
He's a tough kid, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he made that play with his upper body.
Wants to be a welder, Coach, a welder in his profession. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yep. Iron sharpens iron.
That's a good quote, Coach.
Thank you.
Pick up about 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Moody in motion. Rock gives to Ballard. Round the left side. Ballard up to the 25. You see the mark him at the 26. Ran out of bounds there.
Yep.
By Sean Smith.
Yeah, time's running out here. They need to get a touchdown quickly. They're not going to get it by running the ball to the sideline.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel. Hallway feeds. 4:12 to go in the ball game, Coach. Catholic trying to hold on and win their 3rd ball game against 1 loss. Back to pass. Rock steps up, and the football comes out. Picked up. Catholic's got it. Smith down to the 10. He's going to run it in. Sean Smith in the end zone. That'll do it, Coach. That'll put a dagger in it.
I don't know who that is. Somebody's cramping for a Catholic. There may have been there was a penalty on the play, Gary. We got
face mask. That goal is against. Is that against Catholic, King?
The officials have slowed the game down. No, it's against
Catholic.
It's against Catholic. Looks like maybe a block in the back, Gary.
Yep. Touchdown is taken away. And what a play it was by Sean Smith. He'll remember that for a long time.
Yeah, he will. That was what a hit, though, was put on to cause the fumble.
Did you see who made the hit?
No, I was hoping they showed it again.
Well, we're looking at it up there, but
they're analyzing it. They're analyzing the play on the producer's screen.
Yeah, 4 minutes to go in the ball game. 23-7, Lexington Catholic by 16. Lexington Christian, Lexington Catholic next Friday night at LCA. Wasick back in there with gives now right side, and Gann down inside the 25, and Wedding in there as well. So they got the fumble recovery. They just weren't able to advance it, Coach.
That's fine. I mean, it was a big hit. Somebody reached in and knocked the ball loose. I don't think it was a major, blow or anything. It looks like somebody reached in and just grabbed the ball and knocked it out of his hands. So
And, you look at number 19 there, Ashton Flugner, 6'5", 190 junior. He plays basketball. He's a real good basketball player, Coach. And a real good football player.
a real good football player, too.
Learning to play every game. I don't think he played last year, did he?
That I don't know.
I don't remember him. I remember Kreitzer. Here's a give to Wedding down to the 20-yard line. 3:05 clock running. Roberts Insurance. They're out of Richmond on Main Street. Joe and John Roberts, proud to sponsor high school football.
72 is playing a good game for the Knights.
Oh, yeah, that's Hayden Faulkner, the center. He's a sophomore.
He's playing a good game. I'm watching him block.
Timeout, 2:54 to go in the game, 23-7. Let's run down the scoring if we could. Scoring for Catholic started when they found wide open Jack White over the middle for a touchdown pass. Then Wasik ran in a touchdown pass. And then Gannon Rudisil came in, threw a BB to Jonathan Harper, 40 yards.
Harper's had a great game.
Yes, he has.
We said
that many a time. Brady Wasik back in at quarterback as it was for the Knights from the injury. Gives right side, running down inside to the 19-yard line is Eli Gann. Clock running. It's first down, Knights.
Put the knee down now. Go ahead and just don't take a chance. Go to victory formation.
2:32 to go in the ball game, Coach.
Yeah, you can put your knee down twice and that'd be a ball game. It was a battle. It's a pretty good football game.
Yeah, Red Crossing played really well tonight.
Just too
really
much.
good football team. Much better than their record, Coach.
Yeah.
They'll end up with some W's this year at Great Crossing.
Oh, yeah.
Good football team. Quarterback looks good. Rock looks good. There's a flag from the back judge.
Too much.
It's going to be a delay of game. Great Crossing. Ricky Bowling.
Yeah, they're going to do fine. They have a good defense. I think the Knights just adjusted at halftime, Gary, and just ran the ball down their throat.
Brady Wasik takes a snap, gives the Gann. Inside run. Takes it down to the 23-yard line. On that 1st and 15, picked up 3. 1:52 to go in the ball game. Here on Pratt Spin and 365.
Tell you who else is impressive, the Moody's.
Yeah, they're very good. Thanks for being with us tonight on WKYT BLK 365. 1:26 to go in the ball game. 23-7. Lexington Catholic leads Great Crossing. This is a good Great Crossing football team. Give to Gann down to the 20-yard line.
That's another one of those tough guys that Lexington Catholic is known for, Gann.
Yeah.
Just a hard-running kid.
Baird Woodall comes into game 23 at receiver. We mentioned that Harrison Ledridge, a good receiver, hasn't even played tonight with the injury, but, man, they haven't missed him with Jonathan Harper.
Harper stepped in and has just done a great job.
50 seconds to go in the game. 3rd down. Wasik waiting, letting the clock run down. Takes a snap. Gives his second man through, and he's knocked down at the 21-yard line. The ball carry was by Smith. Eric Smith. And that'll do it, Coach. They'll let the clock run out, and Catholic will take a 23-7 victory over Great Crossing. Big win for Lexington Catholic tonight over a good Great Crossing team.
Yeah, after a big win last week against Boyle County, they come back a little flat, I think, at the beginning offensively. But, boy, they adjusted at halftime and just did a great job.
They win it 23-7 over the Warhawks. So Great Crossing will step out. We'll come back, wrap things up here at Lexington Catholic with the Knights come from behind and win 23-7 over the Warhawks on the Mingua beat Jerky. UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. We're back here at Lexington Catholic, where tonight the Knights come from behind 7-6 at halftime. They shut out the Warhawks 17-0 in the second half. And, Coach, recapping the scoring, Gray Crossing got a touchdown pass from Rock, and they found Moody for 68 yards. Catholic got a touchdown pass as they found big open receiver Jack White. Here's a recap as Rock back to pass. He steps up and he's sacked, and then he had touchdown. The big TD tonight was Gannon Rudesil.
Right, yeah, right there at the end to put it away. You know, that's important. You got to bring a guy in. You're starting quarterbacks out with cramps or whatever. They just bring number 3 technically, but, you know, number 1 for sure tonight, throwing that ball in for a touchdown.
And then here's Wasik, who ran hard tonight. He was very instrumental. There's a give now to Wedding. He's tripped. No, that wasn't Wedding. That was 18 Harper on the end around. Here's Smith.
That's
the ball.
Yeah,
there's Smith. Good cut down to the 40. And there you go.
It
There's
is.
a good pass. Touchdown as it goes to Harper from Rudesil. Gannon Rudesil came in through that strike.
Yeah, he did. Like you said, a little bit of sidearm action, but, boy, he got it done. Absolutely.
Here's Rock doing it, and that's one that Wedding wishes he had back, Coach.
Yeah. Oh, man.
He had the interception, just dropped it, and there's Wasik.
We got a penalty on that against the
And here's the
Warhawks.
field goal. That was good, too, there by J.J. White. Lasardi with the snap and Gauntz with the hold, and it was a 36-yarder. Here it is again. Here's Rock getting pressure. He fumbles it, and it's picked up by Smith, and he ran it in, but it was called back because of a penalty.
Yeah, all that excitement he has, and then you see that yellow handkerchief laying on the field. That look, you can just tell he's
And that's our final score, 23-7. Coach, until next week, we'll have LCA and Lexington Catholic over to LCA. Been a good game tonight at Lexington Catholic.
We've had good games every week.
Every week we have good games. Another good game coming your way next week with William Moorfield, the King of String, and Joe Allen, our videographer, and also Tori Bailey, our second videographer. This Gary Ball from Mike Meehan, Lexington Catholic 23, Gray Crossing Warhawks 7. So long on the Mingua Beef Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week.